bienvenidos a Esperanza Pense, donde la Esperanza Pense. Welcome to Esperanza Pense, where hope wins. I was shuffling up this tarot deck while Raffi and Merlin and I were chopping it up. It was Taco Tuesday, and we were gonna talk about the full moon in Sagittarius incoming on the 31st of May 2026. Right around 10 degrees, 9 degrees, and like 56 minutes. If you want to check out that live stream, click around and you'll find it. Thank you very much for those of you who were sharing your energy there during the live stream. I didn't catch everybody's name because I was kind of paying attention to what Merlin and Raffi were saying. And I only popped in the chat a couple of times, but I saw Randy, I saw the Sharons, I saw Jillian, I saw Heather from Woke Ones, I saw, I think I saw Christy for a second, I saw Deadwolf for a second, I saw Steph, I saw, Integrity and Karma, I saw you, even if I didn't say your name, I saw you and I love you. And if you want to fine tune your free will, if you're new to my channel, if you came across my channel because you did see the live stream, welcome. Thank you so much. Every day, Monday through Friday, I pull Quick Hits Tarot, I call it, 3 cards, and usually plus a jumper and or an oracle card. But like, we were shuffling this deck during that energy, so maybe those of us who are tuning in now for the morning reading are going to catch some of that vibe. So I didn't get a jumper today. Let's pray and play, and be sure to stay tuned till the end of this video, and we'll talk about the astrology for today. Thank you so much. Love you. Wednesday, the 27th of May, 2026, near past, present tense, near future. Thank you for fine-tuning your free will and intuition with me. If you would like to get a personal, either Quick Hits Tarot, these are so reasonably priced. They start at like 33 bucks. We pull 3 cards and we get a little bit of a vibe on the astrology. Otherwise, a lot of times people either book like a monster session, like a half-day journey, like literally, like you saw how long we could talk during that live stream. I'm a Gemini. When I get in conversations with people, I can talk a lot. These Quick Hits Tarots, this is about where I max out talking. Well, I can talk by myself for quite a while too, but I still really rely on participation from people who are in the chat if it's just me by myself on a live. But in a conversation with a client or in a conversation with my colleagues, I can let her rip. Hold on, I have to cough really quick. Sorry. 2 of Swords, I've been talking a lot today. 2 of Swords reverse means decisive action, picking information, picking beliefs, picking a path, picking a way of thinking, especially because swords represent air energy in the tarot. This is, upright. We're in a place of indecision. We're in a place of just balancing and weighing out 2 options. We have multiple avenues, at least 2 avenues of information coming in, and this could be true and this can also be true. That's such a Gemini trait. Well, this could be true and this could be true. Is it this or is it that? Am I going to pick this or am I going to pick that? Am I going this direction or am I going that? Do I think this or do I, so on and so forth. But with the 2 of Swords reversed in the near past, that gives me an indication that we're starting to hone in on the process intellectually. We're starting to hone in on our beliefs, and our beliefs lead to our actions. So the sword is first. The Ace of Swords comes first. First it's the air, first it's in the ethers, first it's the idea, first it's the thought. Then the air breathes on the fire. The fire becomes life, right? The fire burns, and the fire stokes, and the fire ignites the process. Fire leaves behind a healthy soil for the earth. to plant the seeds. And water nourishes all of this process with our emotions. But first comes, even before we have the emotion, sometimes we have the thought, and then we feel some kind of way. There are people that act directly from their emotions, but those are water signs. That's not indicated here. Although there is water in the background, there's turbulent water in the background, and then this person is sitting stoic in front, just like chilling with their thoughts and just keeping things on that level. The swords are in front of their heart, but they're not using their heart to make the decision. They're using their mind. It would be good to have an integration of both, I think, would be the best way to go about it. Seven of Wands reversed once more. We had that yesterday, didn't we? Have that yesterday in our reading. Go back into the KWIK Hits Tarot playlist and fact check me. But as I recall, we got this Seven of Wands reversed in our reading yesterday. And Seven of Wands reversed indicates a time period where we don't have to defend ourselves. We don't have to defend our actions. We don't have to fight for space. We just bring our wand to the scene, and that's it. We use our creativity constructively. We don't have to spend a lot of time or a lot of our own creative life force energy just trying to clear a space for ourselves to maintain some sort of high ground in any situation. And again, with the wands, Two of Wands reversed. So we got all three reverse cards. And when I get inverted cards in the tarot, when I get reversals, this becomes a more internalized energy for me. That would be similar to when planets are in retrograde. It's not necessarily an active energy as much as it is a pensive, contemplative, suggestion of things that I can work on my insides, so that out in the world, when I go out in the world, when I take this, steps from my comfort zone, right? Because Two of Wands is a character who's standing on top of their castle. They're within their comfort zone, but they're considering the globe that they hold. They're considering the crystal ball. They're looking into their crystal ball, and they're seeing things that could be potentials. They're seeing the world. In the traditional Rider-Waite tarot, we see a character standing on top of a castle, and they're actually holding a globe that looks like planet Earth. So it seems to me that they have the world in their hands, and they're at least contemplating where they fit into that. But they still haven't made that necessary step outside of the comfort of their own walls that they have built. They are comfortable, they're wearing nice fabrics. They got that hat with the feather in their cap. They kind of got it going on for the 16th century. But with the Two of Wands reversed, we might be making that Gemini pivot. There's two wands available. Am I going to do this? Am I going to do that? Well, I've already made a decision about how I think. I've decided to go ahead and quit struggling for space, quit struggling to be on top, and just accept my wand and bring it to the situation. And then in the near future here, with the Two of Wands reversed, maybe this is the wand that we're taking from the struggle energy and from just having to work and work and work to maintain attention, or to maintain sunlight, to maintain space, to maintain sovereignty. And now I'm taking this wand and combining it with something that I'm already familiar with, but I might be rethinking the ways that I put myself out there before the two becomes three. Because by the time the Two of Wands becomes the Three of Wands, we start seeing the ships come back from what we have invested in the forefront. Okay, so from whatever we invest here, that's the Three of Wands is what we're going to get on the returns. So I would be interested to see if we pull the Three of Wands tomorrow. Stay tuned. Please like, share, and subscribe so you know whenever I post a video or whenever we go live. I go live usually every new moon, full moon. I do a 10-card Celtic Cross tarot reading, which is a lot more in-depth than these daily quick hits. Just give us sort of a flavor of what astrological and intuitive spices that we're working with for the day. And I find that the visuals really help me hone in and, like I say, fine-tune my free will and intuition. Okay, here's the astrology now. Love you. Okay, so one of the first things I noticed about this chart is the nodes getting bent into shape, out of shape, I don't know. Black Moon Lilith is squaring the north and the south node, and from the other side of the chart opposite, we have the sun squaring the north and the south node. I just learned last night that one of my astrologer colleagues, Merlin, doesn't do aspects to the nodes apart from conjunctions. So this to me looks like a square dance once again, and we all know that Josie and I love to square dance. If you have, the sun having this pivotal sort of tension with the direction that you're being led and that your higher self is being guided, but then you still have worldly things to attend to or worldly things to let go of, okay? Black Moon Lilith, dark feminine energy, demonic dark feminine energy could be coming in and really disrupting this entire mix, making the square act like a wheel when the square needs to hold the wheel within. Okay, symbolically. I see a couple minor grand trines. We'll mention them. I got Pluto over here making a sextile to Vesta, making a sextile to the sun. Vesta is keeping that light lit in Aries after sparking off that match with Neptune at 3 degrees. Vesta's passed, and Neptune is keeping these dreams alive, sparking off these dreams in Aries, and Vesta is actually tending to the flame and keeping that hope alive. Hope wins, y'all, as you know. Another minor grand trine I have between Black Moon Lilith, Pluto in Aquarius, and Neptune in Aries. So everything here is actually pointing to Pluto, in it for the long haul, in it for the depth of perception and the deepness of journey, even when it involves all of humanity. We may be getting into topics that are getting a little bit deep, or we may be delving deeper into what does make us human and what sets us apart from other things or other races in space, Aquarius being outer space. The rest of the astrology, why don't you tune into the podcast, because I am spent. I record these the day before, so we just did about a 3-hour live stream where we talked about the astrology of the upcoming Sagittarius full moon and some other hot topics. Love you, bye.